This is your space captain speaking. Just a reminder to pack some teeny tiny snacks and maybe a silly little hat, because we're about to take a trip to the tippy top tip where the wild seeds grow.
So, Wild Seeds, we are here today to discuss something that is very powerful and very special. And this is the concept of ritual. Before we start our conversation, before we share all of these ideas and inspiration with you, we want to start with our own little ritual to get ourselves into this space and into the moment. So I'm here with Mikey, and we are not in the same space right now, but we will find ourselves in the same space energetically.
Yes.
We start by just finding where we are. So I am sitting on a bench and I am looking out at the sky. And Mikey, you can describe where you are right now.
I am sitting in my room with my two dogs beside me, looking out at the garden outside my room.
Where her plants are thriving, her
Driving so
babies.
hard in this gloomy, rainy weather.
They're just like yum, 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 water to drink. I'm sure they're so happy.
Snacks are literally falling from the sky.
Exactly. Imagine that. So, Mikey, find yourself in a comfortable seat, however way you want to sit. I am sitting cross-legged on my bench, and let's just start with a few breaths. So if you want to close your eyes, Mikey, go ahead. I'm gonna be closing my
Closing.
eyes. Yeah. And just start to breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth and just let it out. Another inhale through the nose. Really fill up that belly, that chest. And then exhale everything out. One more inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Empty that belly, that chest, your throat, everything. And inhale here. And start to feel, even with your eyes closed, the space that you're in. Start to feel the energy around you, especially with the rain, maybe thunder. There's that magnetic field that we can access. And just keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Another breath. And now, as we are about to embark on another adventure into our minds, into different landscapes that we can conjure, into all these feelings, thoughts, ideas that exist and are about to exist. We use the source that lives within us and the source that surrounds us to fill us with inspiration, clarity, and intention. And right now, Mikey, if you want to share any intention that you wish for our discussion today.
I hear the sky roaring. It's just reminding me of how grateful I am to be on this earth, living in this experience of life. And today I just want to bring in the energies of that thunder, of that lightning, of that roar of life, and just remind myself and remind ourselves to be alive and awake and be open to whatever experiences come our way, because they're all here for a purpose. They're all here to teach us something, to give us something. So today I hope that we can all put our intentions on this aliveness, that we are here right now in this very moment, blessed with this incredible opportunity to be here, to experience ourselves within our environments, within whatever is presented to us right now, and to just take that in and be eternally grateful for it.
Mikey, I feel your energy. It's so strong. Thank you for
I
sharing
feel yours too.
that. It's just like a warm, fuzzy embrace.
Yeah, and thank you for your guidance. I really feel calmer than maybe I was a couple minutes ago. I also feel more in tune with where I am, instead of thinking about everything else that I may have to think about. But I'm here sitting with you right now. We may not be physically together, but I definitely feel our connection through the rain, through the thunder, and it's just, we're experiencing this wonderful gloomy weather together.
Exactly. Thank you,
It's like a
Mikey.
hug from the sky.
It really is.
Thank you, Cher.
You're welcome. Thank you for being open and accepting this energy that I'm sharing and happy to share. And thank you for reflecting it back to me. We're just shining off of each other's light and off of the light that surrounds us, the energy that binds us together.
And thank you to everyone else who decided to sit with us today in this ritual. And I hope we felt the same energy and feelings that we felt, because we are definitely beaming it out to all of you, to this whole universe.
Absolutely.
As much as it is, as much as it's beaming back to us,
This wild ride. It's a great one.
it's fantastic with all
Yeah.
its crazy twists and turns and loop-de-loops. It's the loop-de-loops that make life spicy, We need it.
That's true. It's the chili flakes. Do you want to tell
Really.
me about one special ritual that you have in particular that you'd like to share as a start?
Ah, man, there are so many. There's so many. One ritual that's really been with me and really helped me to stay present every day is to start my day outdoors in the garden, singing, playing my guitar, playing my ukulele or whatever instrument I have, and singing, because I feel like it's a form of meditation for me, and it's a tool and a medium that I've only connected to very, very recently, but I feel like it allows me to express myself and my truth, maybe through the vehicle of other people's music, and just to connect with that. And it definitely puts me in a good mood, and I am off to a good start for sure.
That's perfect.
What about you?
I have a ritual that I also just very recently started, and it's a long one, but it makes me so happy. So a few times a week at around 4:30 in the afternoon, I start walking, and I walk from my home to the park, and it's maybe a 40-minute walk. I listen to music, and then I get to the park. I sit on the grass, or I lay down on the grass. I look at the sky. I close my eyes and breathe. And I just stay there for I don't know how long. As long as it feels the right amount of time. It's different every day. And once I feel ready, I line up at the store. There's a little store. I buy an ice cream, and then I eat the ice cream walking home. And that's what I do for it
That's
takes
so
me
great.
yeah, it takes me about 2 hours. But it's such a nice ritual. It's like time for myself. I get to listen to music. I get to be outside like you. I guess that's the outside time. That's very, very vital.
I love it. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're most welcome.
I think the idea of ritual in those examples just show you what rituals can really do for you and maybe what a personal ritual usually is used for. And I think it's usually to bring, some feelings of joy, of positivity, of being able to bring yourself and your awareness to the present. And I think that's what really gets you to enjoy your day because it sets the mood and the tone for the rest of the time after. It kind of guides you into a different space, into a different mind space.
Totally agree. Yeah, that's really it. I think what guarantees a really solid ritual is the intention behind it. I mean, we know that anything we do with intention really just amplifies whatever it is that you're doing. But really, if you have an intention and just putting yourself in the space of a ritual, it becomes so sacred and so much more powerful.
I think that's the main difference between having a ritual and a routine. Because I think those two concepts get mixed up quite often. And I feel like the biggest difference is that a ritual makes it sacred. It makes that very moment important and important enough to carry it on through the rest of the day or of the time. And as compared to a routine which is like a workout routine or a work routine that it's set by a certain structure, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're present in every moment of that structure. That
Yeah.
it's like not every part of that routine is intentional. Sometimes it becomes mechanical or robotic. In a ritual, everything is intentional. Every little thing that you put into it, the the candle that you have and the scent that you choose, or maybe the song that I choose to sing, or maybe the ice cream that you choose from the supermarket.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the awareness of the present moment. I think that's really, as you said, sets it apart and makes it so special.
Yeah, it really is. I think it's the one of the biggest tools for me to allow myself to stay present, especially now that we are experiencing very similar experiences every day. We're within a controlled environment of maybe being at home or working within routines. And to be able to create rituals around this time and these moments just allow you to transform them into something that will benefit you and keep you present. I think that's really the key to allowing yourself to enjoy anything or to really participate in the now.
Yeah, I love it, Mikey. It's like transforming the mundane into something sacred and something so much higher, more elevated. And it's connecting with that higher vibration or frequency that really powers us up. We really get a boost from that. And it's like It's like a shot of espresso, you know?
It
It's
is.
like, it's amazing.
All right. I mean, speaking of espresso, the coffee ritual is something that a lot of people can relate
That's
to.
true.
And why is it called a ritual? And I think it's because you set yourself up for that very act to allow yourself to have space to enjoy it, to prepare a nice cup of coffee for yourself, sit in maybe your favorite chair in your favorite spot at home, read a newspaper or an article for the day, and just kind of collect all these things, bring them together into one body of activity that makes you feel good.
Yeah, and sets you up for whatever it is that you're off to for the day. You're right.
Yeah. So it's really in the everyday. Coffee is just one thing, but we can definitely translate that and
Just
allow that to penetrate every other
Yeah,
moment.
definitely. Even taking a shower is a ritual, you know? Undressing yourself, turning on the water, walking into the shower, you
Hmm.
know? Even the way that you get into the shower, do you like go in head first, or is it like your bag, or I mean, there's this whole it is a ritual. There's so many things. And if you actually do your everyday things with intention, your whole day can be a ritual, and that's going to elevate your whole life experience.
You're right. Imagine being so aware of every single decision that you make in a day becoming a ritual. That's so
Yeah,
sacred,
it's amazing.
really. Even like washing the dishes and like
Yeah. Making your food. I know, like you, or I mean, even me when I eat, I always like give gratitude for everything that's in front of me, so everything that I'm going to take into my body, so everything that we take and every breath that we're taking in our everyday lives really has meaning. And I think that's really the only way to live. There's no other way.
yeah, there really isn't. And I mean, there are other ways, but I think this brings the most joy, and you're really reaping the fruits of life this way because
Yeah,
life has something to offer at every single moment, and you just have to
exactly.
take it.
Yeah, and it's so satisfying. You just feel nourished and alive. Like, as you said during our little ritual at the beginning, it's like that feeling of aliveness. And it's because we're present, it's that sharing of the energy and everything that surrounds us, and everything just magnifies each other. And that's the magic. That's the magic.
It's absolute magic. I mean, this just reminds me of the opportunity we had to do that for everyone who joined us in the ecstatic dance sessions we had. It's just so humbling and such an honor to be able to be a weaver of this energy and to create this ritual for everyone to come into this moment where they can experience the greatness of themselves and the greatness of life as it is.
Yeah, man. It's so good.
The best stuff. I mean, we even talked about having gatherings for every moon phase.
We did. Last crescent moon party.
We can literally honor anything.
We really could, and that's the magic that we possess.
Yes. So I think it's also something that's ingrained in the both of us that there is a big importance in ritual, and it's something that we should continue to live on and pass on to whoever we can pass it on to. Because a practice like this, I mean, for hundreds of thousands of years, humans have always had and engaged in ritual practices. But I think it's gotten watered down over time.
Yeah, I think maybe also what happened was humans started to become less connected to nature, and because of that, less connected to that innate knowing. That knowing is what guides ritual. It's that connection to the source. And once things started becoming more modern, industrial, were started to be more surrounded by noise, by things that were kind of blocking our connection with that. That's why I think actually now, this time of stillness, this time of quiet, I think I've been seeing people become more reconnected to that space and that energy, which is really wonderful, and I think can make such a huge difference in the quality of your everyday and the quality of how you're living life and the experience you have of this magical and spectacular existence that we have.
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right, especially about us feeling more disconnected to nature. I mean, I think it's really nature that connected us to this innate desire to celebrate something.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you look at, I mean, Filipinos, I mean, we were naturally pagans. We were sun worshippers. We spoke to nature and we praised and honored the spirits in every plant, in every tree, in every mountain. I'm just really thankful to have this opportunity to be in ritual all the time, 24/7, to have it every day of my life and to be super intentional and super present in everything that I do. And I also just wanted to thank you for bringing us into this energy today by beginning the podcast with a little ritual. It's such a blessing to have you here and to have you guide us into our awareness of ourselves and of this very, very special moment that we have together. Thank you, Cher.
You're welcome, Mikey. It makes me so happy to do this, especially to do this with you. And I feel now like we should start every episode with a ritual.
We should.
Maybe the next one is like we'll build a little bonfire or something. I would love to have a bonfire. Oh my gosh. Imagine that. That'd be great. One day, Mikey, we're gonna have a bonfire.
We
We'll invite
will.
you guys, our podcast listeners, will be like, okay, guys, we're gonna have a a ritual happening next week. Just come over if you want to join us. I'm so ready.
under under a waning crescent moon.
Exactly. Or the waxing gibbous moon. I'm so ready for that. But really, thank you for giving me the space and for being so open. And I'm so grateful to you and to our listeners for allowing me to guide us all through this today. And you're also a guide for me, and we work in concert together to share all of this energy, our ideas, and all of this magic that we have, and to kind of help others find the magic inside themselves too. So I hope if anyone listened today and just heard something that inspired them, and if they want to share it with us, please, please, please do so. Oh my gosh, it would be so nice to hear from you guys. And let's just keep sharing. I think that's the most important thing. I don't know if it's a coincidence that my name is Cher. Maybe it's not, because nothing is a coincidence.
Yeah, that's so true. You just have like unicorns and rainbows beaming out of you all the time.
Yeah, it just sparkles. It's all for you
So great.
guys.
So great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this episode, tune in again next week for another magic carpet ride with me and Mikey. You can find more of our episodes and show notes on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Please also make sure to check out our Instagram page at We Are Wildseed for announcements, episode highlights, and other fun things that we want to share with you. See you again soon. Wild Seed! Wildseed!